New York leading by 6. And for the Lakers, we've got Marcus Smart. Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Jake LaRavia, and it's Reeves in at the 2. The shot by Towns, no good.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Robinson against Reeves. Vanderbilt, the pass to Hayes. Smart for 3, and Smart nails the triple.
And it's big when Smart is hitting from deep. Really helps open up this offense.
And a big finish by Robinson.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Lakers trail by 5. Now LaRavia. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Reeves. Vanderbilt inside. Towns on him. And here's Reeves outside. And it's New York with a rebound.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here.
And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. On the wing, Reeves. Clock at 6. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
I love how assertive Reeves is. He is not bashful about trying his luck inside.
Pass to Hart. They swipe it. He's all alone. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And here are the Knicks now, following the score by the Lakers. Vanderbilt with the block. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Hart can't hit.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's Smart. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Reeves. Count that bucket. And it's now only a 1-point Knick lead.
Nice concentration from Reeves. Never loses focus despite the contact.
And here's Robinson. Towns, left side. Over Vanderbilt. New York again, can't hit.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
LaRavia passes to Reeves. And they call an illegal screen here.
After a perfect first half in terms of ball control, the cracks have started to show. And now they're looking more and more vulnerable.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Clarkson. Smith, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic comes in for Reeves. Now here's McBride. Towns outside. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Smith against Anunoby. Doncic on the wing. Oh, Luka attacking with authority.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
For New York, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. LaRavia comes in for Smart. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
And Allie, thanks. And New York has possession. Outside McBride. And Anunoby for 3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Doncic. To the paint. It's tipped. Robinson with a steal. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, even though they're going against the #1 team right now in the league, they feel they could win. There's a lot of confidence to this squad.
That free throw, no good. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Robinson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Karl Anthony Towns.
At the least, he did extend it to a 2-possession game. That's important.
Here's Smart. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Hart. Here's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And Bridges refusing to settle for the layup, locked in on throwing it down.
Here's James. Vanderbilt, a screen on Anunoby. It's Smart on the wing. Counted from distance. Smart has got 8 here in this quarter.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Brunson with it. Here's Bridges, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Great sell of the pump fake from Bridges. Gets him to bite and gets to the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, guys, great job hitting their free throws tonight, too. Taking advantage of those freebies makes a huge difference.
That's good from Bridges.
Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Yabusele comes in for McBride, and then for Los Angeles. Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura comes in for Connect, and Austin Reeves is subbed in for Smart. Bridges hits them both. Lakers trail by 4. And here's James. Hachimura, right side. James deciding where to go with it. Oh, LeBron got a step. Can't let him do that.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Brunson. Over Smith. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist from Robinson.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Smith outside. Back to James. Shot from the low post is good. James has got 31 points.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Now here's Brunson. It's Brunson working inside.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. For the Knicks, Towns comes in for Robinson, and it's Josh Hart in for Yabusele. The Lakers also with a sub. Doncic checked in. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Ayton, a screen on Brunson. And Doncic launches from deep. Hart pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Towns. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Ayton was tracking that one all the way, meeting the ball right at the rim. I mean, that's great defense.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Anunoby. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Oh, LeBron buries a three.
I like how fast Bron makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. Doncic for the block.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
James passes to Hachimura. Reeves against Hart. James outside to tie it up. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Brunson. Now it's Hart. Back to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Doncic with a block. All the way, the king.
Oh my gosh, LeBron James is hitting a huge bucket. No one has done it more for longer than LeBron James.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 1. Doncic against Brunson. The putback. Oh, the follow by Cat.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
James against Anunoby. James attacking. Ayton, the putback. How about the activity?
This is why they give Ayton the ball in these spots. They trust him and his ability to deliver.
Towns outside. Outside Brunson. He launches. Oh, it's off target.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here comes the break. It's Towns running the floor.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Lakers trail by 3. And there's 1:38 left in the final quarter. Ayton, a screen on Brunson. Here's Ayton.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Now here's Brunson.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Shooting 2.
gets the first, and that'll put him up 2.
And you gotta love Jalen Brunson's mix of physical and mental skills. He's not just fast and tenacious, he's also very intelligent about how he attacks you.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
James against Anunoby. James inside. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
Are we even surprised at this point? Like, this is what he does. Like, he just shows up clutch. Oh, it's clutch time? All right, here you go.
Smart against Brunson. Towns a screen on Smart. Brunson fires! Can't get the 3.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Now Bridges. Hachimura there for the rebound.
Even though it wasn't a clear pass, he knows that that's a shot he should make more often.
You're protecting the paint. OG Anunoby, a menace on defense.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Brunson.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
It's a 1-point game. Ayton, a screen on Brunson. Now James.
Guarding James has always been a challenge. So good at getting the better of the defense.
He sinks the clutch free throw. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
He got the big one to tie it up, but really wanted to put them in front.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Outside Brunson. Oh, no good. For the win. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Rui Hachimura is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is James. No good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Smart. The big man, Cat. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
6 on the shot clock. Now Bridges jacks up a 3. And they recover it. Brunson. No good from 3.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Now Reeves. Oh, he missed the jumper.
That's rock-solid defense on a really good score.
Here's Towns. Outside Brunson. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
With his reach, it's hard to get anything over DeAndre Ayton.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Shot clock at 5. Bridges!
The work ethic of Reeves makes him a two-way threat. He's always trying to outwork you.
Here's the pass to Smart. Here's Reeves. Oh, he can't jam it home.
And the defense did just enough to bother that dunk attempt.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Now Smart. James outside. 5 to shoot. Reeves fires. Towns ripped down the board.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Hart. Towns down low. Is covered by Ayton. The floater tipped.
He has such a shrewd mind for defense. Just look at how smart anticipates the offensive play.
Boy, what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played in OT. Now Eaton. Rebounded by Towns. Knicks leading by 4. Brunson up top, defended by Smart. Hart. James rips down the board.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Puts up the tray. Shot's no good.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Now Brunson. Let's push for 3. Oh, the shot is off.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, listen, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Stout defense comes from not only contesting the shot, but also grabbing the board.
And they go to the intentional foul. And here's New York now. Outside Bridges. Now Hart. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The 3 is in.
Oh, once again, Marcus Smart rises to the occasion and delivers. It's an absolute clutch bucket.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Shot clock and game clock, 1-second differential. Now James. Now Eaton, tipped. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some
Extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
Just in time with the putback.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. Here's Reeves, takes a 3. So New York wins it. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.